this lesson, we will be multiplying polynomials. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to multiply two binomials using the FOIL method and multiply two binomials using the distributive property. So the difference between adding and multiplying polynomials, when you add, you're just combining like terms. Okay, you add the coefficient, you keep the variable. When you multiply, you have to multiply the coefficients, and then you keep your base and add your exponents. When you're multiplying two binomials, it's just doing the distributive property twice. So you're taking this 3t, and you're multiplying it by t and by 8. And then you're taking the 6 and multiplying it by t and 8. So 3t times t is 3t squared. 3t times 8 is 24t. 6 times t is 6t. And 6 times 8 is 48. And then we combine these like terms and get 3t squared plus 30t plus 48. There's an acronym called FOIL, which just means first, outside, inside, last. And you're just taking the term that's first in the two binomials and multiplying them. And then you're taking the one that's on the outside of the two and multiplying them. Then you're multiplying the two that are inside, and then you're multiplying the two that are last. In the box method, you just multiply each column by each row, and then combine your like terms, putting them in descending order. So if I take this x times this x, I get x squared. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x squared. X times 5 is 5x, and negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. These two are like terms, so I get x squared minus 25. So let's try it both ways. We're going to use our FOIL and box. So y times y is y squared. Y times 2 is 2y. 6 times y is 6y. And 6 times 2 is 12. Combine like terms, and I get y squared plus 8y plus 12. Over here, y times y is y squared. 6 times y is 6y. Y times 2 is 2y, and 6 times 2 is 12. Combine like terms. In this one, a times a is a squared. A times negative 3 is negative 3a. 6 times a is 6a. And 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. Combine like terms, I get a squared plus, is that a negative 3a? Yes, so that's 3a minus 18. If I do it this way, a squared, 6a, negative 3a, and negative 18. These are like terms, so I get a squared plus 3a minus 18. Okay, first, that's 6w squared plus 15w plus 14w plus 35. Combine like terms. I get 6w squared plus 29w plus 35. Same thing here, 6w squared, 15w, 14w, and 35. They are my like terms. This time we're going to have to do all the way across, so our distributive property. So 4x times 2x squared, that's 8x to the third. 4x times 5x is minus 20x squared, and 4x times 3 is 12x. Now we're going to do the 9 plus 18x squared minus 45x plus 27. When I combine like terms, I get 8x cubed minus 2x squared minus 33x plus 27. Do the same thing here, 8x to the third minus 20x squared plus 12x. And this one is 18x squared. This one is negative 45x. And this is 27. So these are our like terms in the box. All right, find the area. It's a very long problem. All right, so to find the area of the shaded, I want this and this. So that means I have to take the area of the rectangle and subtract the area of the triangle. So the area of the rectangle is length times width. Length times width, area of the rectangle. So that's 2b plus 8 times b plus 2. And that gets me 2b squared plus 12b plus 16. Then I have to find the area of the triangle. And that is, remember, 1/2 base times height. So that's going to be 2b plus 8 times b plus 2 over 2. So that's 2b squared plus 12b plus 16 divided by 2. And that equals b squared plus 6b plus 8. Then I have to find the area of the part of the gray, so that means I'm going to take the rectangle minus the triangle. So that's 2b squared plus 12b plus 16. And then I have to subtract the triangle, which was b squared plus 6b plus 8. So 2b squared plus 12b plus 16 minus b squared minus 6b minus 8. Combining like terms gets me b squared plus 6b plus 8. The length of the rectangular swimming pool is 2x minus 1, and the width is x plus 2. Write a polynomial that represents the area, and then find the area if x is 5. So length times width, 2x minus 1 times x plus 2. That gets me 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. Then if I plug in 5 for x, I get 5 squared plus 3 times 5 minus 2, which is 50, plus 15 minus 2, which is 64 meters squared. What is the FOIL method? That's first, outside, inside, last. And when can you use the FOIL method? Only when you have a binomial times a binomial.